What if someone says they take the Maliki ruling to keep a dog in their apartment? That's not the Maliki ruling. It's not allowed. Many people think it is, but it's not allowed. Risala Ibn Abi Zayd al-Qayrawani specifies we're not allowed to take a dog as a friendly pet in the house. You can take a dog as a shepherd dog. You can love him as much as you want. You can hug him because his saliva is not najis. If he's a shepherd dog, if he's your guard dog, let's say I'm living in a bad area and I need a guard dog outside the house. Outside the house. Let's say you are a guy, I love my dog so much, he's not going to come in the house. Fine. I'm going to build him the nicest shed and I'm going to heat it up for him. Okay? And I'm going to go and I'll clean the blankets out myself. That's up to you. I don't know what's that. But to have a dog in the home as a pet is forbidden because angels don't come into the house. Why do angels not come into the house? If you had a cockroach in your bed, you wouldn't go in the bed, right? Why? What is so inherently the issue with the exoskeleton of a cockroach? You just don't like it, right? If I tell you there's a little rat, okay, somewhere in the bed, are you going to come in the bed? No, of course not. You don't like, we human beings hate cockroaches by nature. Allah created us that way. If I told you that there's a bunny rabbit in the house, you're not going to care so much, right? It doesn't bother me. If I told you there's a cat in the bed, a kitten in the bed, a cat, I'm not going to be bothered. I'll sleep all night. But you tell me there's a rodent? No, it's a different story. Why? What's the difference? It's the same biological material. The shape, the smell, the habits make you disgusted. Likewise, malaika, whether you like it or not, they don't like dogs. I hate to break it to you, right? You love dogs, they don't. Okay? So, but we need them in the house. We want them in the house. All right? So because they're so important to be in the house as a Muslim, the Prophet ﷺ forbade us for having dogs in the house. It's in the Risala of Ibn Abi Zayd al-Qayrawani. So as a result of that, how do you bring the two together? No problem. You can have a shed. The dog never enters the house. But there's another thing too. It's forbidden for a Muslim to waste time merely playing with a dog. Now, you walk the dog, fine. Give the dog a hug, no problem. Take the dog maybe, to get some exercise, no problem. But to be playing with the dog, the Prophet ﷺ said you will lose 2 hills of your good deeds. Okay? Why? Wastage of time with the dog is discouraged. Okay? We should say it's discouraged. So you say spend all day with the dog, and now the dog has become such a bigger part of your life than a regular shepherd or a guard dog. You're now entering a realm of discouragement at this point. All right, so that's the answer to the dog. I personally, some dogs, I can understand why people love them so much, right? But we have a religion, and we have guidance, and we have to submit to it. He's not allowed to come in the house, and I'm not going to spend hours upon hours or even 30, 40, 50 minutes every single day with the dog, right? And the urine and the defecation of a dog is najis, okay? So be careful where he urinates, because that's najis. It's not like a duck or a sheep or a goat, where the defecation and urine of those herbivores is not najis. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Service dog, yes, you may have one. The home becomes a question at that point. I don't know. I mean, you don't need one. How many blind people in the world have existed without a blind dog, right? So keep it in the garage. Keep it have a nice shed in the garage, heated, everything, okay? But just don't bring him in the house, okay? And then what else about the dog? How about the depression dogs? No. That's not one of the things that's going to break the way that the rulings on these things. Aisha says, how would you advise a girl who was broken up with her fiance, who was with her for 3 years and changes